Afternoon baseball here on the show. It's the home opener of this new season between the Nationals and the New York Mets. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 New York Mets.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Rick Reed gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And, guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Now batting, Orlando Cabrera. He will lead this one off today. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Drives it out to deep right center field. And that'll manage to hop over the wall. He'll be at second to start the game on a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
Standing in now, Jamie Carroll. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And that's the first out.
Batting third.
Standing in, Cliff Floyd, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, D-Roll. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
In now, Brad Wilkerson
as he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit to batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw it where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Stepping in now, Andres Galarraga. Under it is the right fielder. 2 down. The relay. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Nationals lead it 1-0. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Javier Vasquez, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a chance to look at one of the top pitchers in the game. He has a career ERA in the low 1s, so he's been doing his thing for a long time, and boy, it sure makes it a lot easier on your offense when you know, heck, you go out and score 2 runs, you've got a pretty good chance to win a game when this guy's on the mound.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And you talk about fitting a profile for a right fielder. Big surprise who brings the absolute bazooka to the game today. That is the right fielder. Don't look for anyone to test this guy.
At the plate, Ricky Henderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Mets, the left fielder, Ricky Henderson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off there 1-0. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, it's been a slow start as they come in with just 1 win from their first 5 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Popped him up. Galarraga in foul ground. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Batting second, the right fielder.
Stepping into the box, number
26.
26. He readies for his first plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. Curveball right on the black, taken for a strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale. Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Into the box now, Mike Piazza. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And it's fouled away. Piazza is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in the sport, and it doesn't matter right-handed or left-handed pitching. He's one of the elite threats with a bat in his hands.
Yeah, barrel awareness, Matty, and this guy has it. I don't think it's something that can be taught. I don't care how many hours you put it in the cage. This guy has the ability to put barrel on baseball consistently, no matter what side it's coming from.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
This is where you got to take stock in this situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Now at the plate, Melvin Mora, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Piazza on second. Ventura on at first with 2 down. To third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Well, there are 2 outs, so nothing's guaranteed, but when you can load the bases in the home half of the first, you've got to find a way to at least cash in 1. If this guy escapes this mess, his confidence is just going to grow as the game goes on.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Lined hard toward right center. Wilkerson is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Mets leave them loaded. It remains 1-0. At the plate, Brian Schneider. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Brian Schneider.
First pitch on its way. He pulls this one into right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Into the box, Jose Vidro. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Henderson going back on it at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. On to first, and they get the double play.
Batting 8. The right fielder.
So striding forward now, Chavez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Payton. And the inning is over. Nationals go quietly. We've played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Mark Johnson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Hit hard to short. Cabrera is up with it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting 8.
Set to get his day started, Edgardo Alfonso, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
The 2-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. And there's out number 2.
Batting ninth.
So here now is the pitcher, Rick Reed. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Oh,
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping in, Javier Vasquez, 9-1-2 due up.
The pitcher.
First delivery to him on the way.
Vasquez.
This is line to left. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the top of the lineup will have a chance now with nobody out following the base hit by the pitcher. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career, 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
Standing in now, Orlando Cabrera. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Carroll.
Stepping in now, Jamie Carroll. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. And this will kick off the base of the wall. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
The left fielder.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Striding in, Cliff Floyd. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if any.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 4th home run here in the early going, and the Nationals have made this a 5-0 game.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
The center fielder, number 6.
In now, Brad Wilkerson. Hard liner to center field. Payton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Into the box now, Andres Galarraga. Now a hard liner, but this will be a foul ball. Four runs here in this half inning. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are two away now.
Brian.
Striding in
Schneider.
once again, Brian Schneider. He reached on a single in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. Out into right center, well hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound, and a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Wendell is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Jose Vidro will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. Hit down the line at first. Schneider stands at second with 2 gone. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Chavez trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Chavez is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a left-handed batter and thrower. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Payton is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But not before 5 cross the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the Nationals 6 and the Mets nothing. Ready now, Ricky Henderson. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Set to deliver the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Now another 1-2. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now batting, number 26.
Stepping up to the plate, number 26. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning.
Now batting.
What's even more
The
important
catcher,
is now he gets to
Mike
face the middle of the order
Piazza.
without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Into the box, Mike Piazza. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
A ball and 2 strikes.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
2 out, nobody on. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. 2-2 to the Mets catcher. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Robin Ventura would be next. Skied into straightaway right. Chavez sprinting after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Javier Vasquez. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
And that one swung on and missed. 0-1. Grounded to third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, the shortstop, Orlando Cabrera.
Digging in once again, Orlando Cabrera, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Now the pitch. Drives it out to deep right center field. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
No balls and 1 strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Ready with the 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. ready with the 0-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
The center fielder.
Stepping in now, Brad Wilkerson.
Wilkerson.
Line to the right side. Number 26 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Nationals 8 and the Mets nothing. Stepping in, Robin Ventura. He drew a walk his first time up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. Next for the Mets, Melvin Mora.
Melvin Mora.
Now here's the pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 home. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. This will kick up against the wall now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Standing in now, Jay Payton. 0-1 the count. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And it's 1-1. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. The next 3-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. So digging in now, Mark Johnson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. And there are 2 away now. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Schneider has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Nationals are out in front here, 8-0. Now at the plate, Andres Galarraga. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Andres Galarraga.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's a line drive. Base hit to left field.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
Into the box now, Brian Schneider. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
The batter,
well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league way go.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this one.
In now, Jose Vidro as he sends it on the ground to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third, make it 9-0.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Digging in to try it again, Javier Vasquez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. Henderson is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. Last half of the 5th coming up. Washington leads this one 9-0.
Your
Todd
attention, please.
Zeal will grab a bat and hit for the
Mets.
pitcher here.
Number 9, Todd Zeal.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Stepping in now, Ricky Henderson. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
2 balls and a strike. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Up next for the Mets.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third
Mike.
because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
Standing in now, Mike Piazza. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Count remains 2-2. A man at third with 1 away. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Smoke toward third. Carroll is right there on to first, and there were 2 down.
The third baseman, number 4.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Robin Ventura. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball 1.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out and
high and deep to right. Chavez ranging back. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Mets pick up a run on the RBI triple. Through 5 innings, it's cut now to a 9-1 ball game. Rich Rodriguez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Rodriguez.
Coming to the plate now, Orlando Cabrera. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far.
Orlando Cabrera.
First delivery to him on the way. High in the air and deep to left center field. Payton looking up. And it's gone as they add still another. And good for him. Orlando Cabrera has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least 1.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Up next for the Nationals.
Into the box, Jamie
baseman.
Carroll.
Jamie Carroll.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. This is line to left. Henderson is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Cliff Floyd.
Cliff Floyd will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His third home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in one outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
The center fielder, number 6.
Into the box now, Brad Wilkerson.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. And that's through for a hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Andres Galarraga.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andres Galarraga. First pitch on its way. In the air to center. Calling for it, Peyton. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, the double play. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Nationals 11 and the Mets 1. Digging in, Melvin Mora. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Floyd on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Digging in, Jay Payton.
Number 44.
Now here it comes.
Jay Payton.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Floyd racing back, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 3 here in the early going, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, when you're down a bunch of runs, you know the last thing they want to do is walk you. So right there, he picks on a good one to hit and plants it right over the wall.
Into the box now, Mark Johnson. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer. Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Stepping in now, Edgardo Alfonso.
As he'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left on base. We're through 6 full. Nationals on top 11-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here.
Your
Dennis
attention,
Cook
please.
enters now in a mop-up
These
role
changes
as
for
he'll
the
try to
Mets.
keep the deficit
Now
right where it
pitching
is.
and batting in the 7th spot, number 27, Dennis Cook. Now playing first base and batting 9, number 33.
Digging in and looking
Mike
for more,
Kincaid.
Brian Schneider. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder has a beat on it. He's got it 1 away.
The batter, number 3.
Now at the plate,
Second
Jose Vidro.
Jose Vidro.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard ground ball to third. And quickly there are 2 away.
The batter.
So coming to
Number
the plate,
19.
Chavez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as this lead got even wider. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V. How about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Your
Will
attention,
Cordero will get the call
This
here
is
as he'll
for
hit for the
Washington.
pitcher.
Number 12, Will Cordero.
Ground ball left side. Ventura fields it cleanly. Throw in time and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors and no one left on.
Ladies and
Matt
gentlemen,
Burgess
your
comes on to
attention,
pitch
please.
from the bullpen now in
Now
an
pitching
unexpected
for
move.
Washington.
He's their closer, so it's
Number
a surprise
49.
to see him here in the 7th.
Matt Burgess.
Now to the plate, Mike
Way to
Kincaid.
go.
He's
For the
newly
Mets.
entered into the ball game,
The
so this
first
will be his
baseman,
first trip to the plate
Mike
here in inning number 7.
Kincaid.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. The set and the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. The 2-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And this one bounds around against the wall. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
The left fielder, number 24.
He just tattoos this ball right
Ricky
here. Tried to sneak a
Henderson.
fastball in on him? No way. drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Standing in now, Ricky Henderson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. A swing and a shot hit down the corner and foul, though it had the home run distance. Hit in the air to left field. Floyd moves over. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep.
26.
One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Into the box, number 26.
As he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield.
Burgess will do this himself, and that's the first out. Ready once again, Mike Piazza.
The catcher.
First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Henderson leads off second with one gone in the inning. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
The third base.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
In now, Robin Ventura, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Lined hard toward right center. And this is going to get down. Extra bases, and they're starting to make some inroads here. He pulls into third safely as a run will score on the play as well.
That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seen the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hands back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Melvin Mora is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Fastball called for strike 2. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Nationals 12 and the Mets 4. So coming to the plate, Orlando Cabrera, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Payton has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance, Jamie Carroll. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The left fielder, number
So we got him swinging. Jamie Carroll is sent packing for the second out of the inning. Cliff Floyd will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier This was home run number 3 in the ballgame, as they'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Payton has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nationals gone in order, but they hold a 12-4 lead. Stepping into the box, Jay Payton.
Yeah, that last at bat, Natty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Popped him up. And there's the first out. Mike Bordick will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 17, Mike Bordick.
No balls and a strike to count. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Vidro shading to his right, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 13.
Into the box now, Edgardo Alfonso. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Hard hit at third. Carroll gloves it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. 9th inning coming up. It's the Nationals 12 and the Mets 4. John Franco comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
John Franco.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brad Wilkerson. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Wilkerson.
Liner towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Andres Galarraga.
Andres Galarraga.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Payton ranging back, leaps, and he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistimed that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Into the box now, Brian Schneider. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now, and gone. Home run. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Guys, do you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Casey.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. In now, Mike Kincaid starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Ready with the 0-2. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Floyd giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The batter.
Settling in now, number 26. He was retired after popping out in his last at bat. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Kincaid, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit. And why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2. And another foul ball. Runners on first with 1 down. So a full count now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Another full count offering on its way. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues,
Now
you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Standing in now, Mike Piazza. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
13-4 the way this one ends. The Nats jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Javier Vasquez earns his first win of the season. Rick Reed struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Matt Herges takes the rare 3-inning save, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball.